Hi and welcome to another game video, and in today's video I want to talk about Call of Duty for the Nintendo Switch. Well, there isn't any, and I don't think there is going to be any either. Unless I'm missing something, let me know if you've heard any news that Call of Duty might be coming to the Switch. And it's not unusual because Nintendo are a more family-friendly sort of games console manufacturer, although we have had some Call of Duties on previous Nintendo consoles. So I think on the GameCube you had Call of Duty 2 Big Red One and Call of Duty Finest Hour. Oddly enough, on the DS there was 4 or 5 Call of Duties, and the DS platform really wasn't great for playing Call of Duty, so why they brought out so many. You had Black Ops on the DS, a couple of Modern Warfares on the DS. On the Wii we had a few more. I think there was Black Ops 1 on the Wii, and there maybe had been a couple of other Call of Duty games. On the Wii U you had Black Ops 2, which was fantastic on the Wii U. You obviously had the big gamepad with the twin sticks and all the buttons, and it played fantastically. But we've not seen any Call of Duties on the Switch. Now, like I said a minute ago that Nintendo try and make sort of family-friendly consoles, and the Switch is, but it has stepped up a little bit. There are some games like you've got Doom and Doom Eternal on the Switch, so why on earth would they not bring a Call of Duty to the Switch? Now, if you go into the Switch store and you type in Call of Duty and then do a search, nothing comes up except 2 other games that are completely unrelated. One is Tony Hawk's and the other is a World War battle game, but no Call of Duty. Now, it would have been fantastic. The Switch is an underpowered console. Every Nintendo console that's been brought out doesn't really fit in with the generation that it's supposed to. The slight exception is the Wii U. It was a fairly powerful console, but it still couldn't match the PS3 and the Xbox 360, which was that generation. The Cube was kind of sandwiched. It was more powerful than the PS2, but less powerful than the original Xbox. And the Switch, well, that fits in with the Xbox One and the PS4, so it's drastically underpowered compared to that. But like I said, they have managed to bring some big names across, like Doom and Doom Eternal, and they do play pretty well. So while it can't match PS4 and Xbox One graphics and gameplay, they are trying to venture into a more mature market with games like Doom, and there must be some reason why. Maybe it's a publishing problem, maybe it's an issue with, I don't know, some sort of deal that they're not allowed to put newer ones onto Nintendo consoles, or maybe it's something to do with the online side of it. But why have we not seen a Call of Duty game on a Nintendo console since the Wii U? So Black Ops 2, and I think maybe Ghosts was released on the Wii U. All PS3 era games. We've not seen any Call of Duty games on there since. So I'm going to completely discount the DS games because they were awful. They were your typical cut down versions of games. So Call of Duty Black Ops for the DS is nothing like Call of Duty for the whatever it was on, PS3, Wii, Xbox 360. DS really wasn't a system that could even attempt playing first-person shooters very well, with the exception of Metroid Prime. That was the only game, I think, in terms of sort of first-person shooter that really did it well. There's a few others, Moon. The controls and the graphics just couldn't hold up for it, and Call of Duty on the DS was awful. There wasn't any Call of Duties on the 3DS. that I know of anyway. And that is it. The Wii U was the last point for Call of Duty games, and it really is a shame, because who wouldn't want to play a Call of Duty game on such a decent system? And it can handle pretty good looking graphics. I've been playing Mario Kart 8 on this morning, and the graphics are stunning. Why can't we have some sort of Call of Duty on here, even if it's a port? I mean, news recently is that they have remastered Quake 2, one of my all-time favourite first-person shooters, and they've put it on the Switch. Now, that's not going to push the Switch, because Quake 2 is a 1997 game, and although it's been remastered and rejigged, it's still not going to push the hardware in the Switch. So why can't we see that with something like the original Modern Warfare series? So Modern Warfare 1, 2 and 3, I think they were, or Black Ops 1 and 2. Absolutely phenomenal games, but stuck on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. I don't even think they were remastered or made available on the PS4, and it would be fantastic. I think Switch owners would love to be able to play, even if it isn't the latest whatever we've got out now for Call of Duty. I'm not really up on the modern Call of Duties, but you've got things like World War II, the new Modern Warfare 2 and possibly 3 coming out, if it isn't already out. I don't know, whatever is about. If we can't see those on the Switch, then why can't we have re-releases of older Call of Duties and give the Switch a proper first-person experience? Because you, as much as I like Dooms and Quakes, they are kind of classic first-person shooters. I love them, but modern gamers aren't particularly interested in them. Not always. Not as much as the Call of Duty. The Call of Duty franchise is absolutely massive, and having all these games stuck on older consoles, I mean, Nintendo are fantastic at rehashing their own games on a new system. So when you moved from the Wii U to the Switch, you had to rebuy all your games, and they brought a lot of their Wii U games to the Switch. I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is Mario Kart 8 from the Wii U with some additions on it. So Nintendo can do it to their own games and just keep re-releasing them on different formats and bringing them to the newer systems. So why can't they strike a deal with whoever it is, Activision or Treyarch or whoever makes these older Call of Duties, and bring some of them? You've got, I'm currently playing Call of Duty 3 on the PS2, fantastic game. And then, like I say, you've got all the original Modern Warfares, all of the Black Ops, Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare. These are all fantastic games that are going to get lost because they're stuck on consoles that, well, people are moving on from. So, long and the short of it is, we do not have a Call of Duty on the Switch, and as far as I can tell, we're not going to get one. If I'm wrong, drop a comment and say, no, we've heard this, that and the other. But even if we don't get the latest Call of Duty, it would be fantastic to see one of the older versions on the Switch. So let me know what you think. Would you be interested in playing Call of Duty on your Switch, either as a campaign or as some sort of multiplayer, MMO, whatever it is? Let me know what you think about Call of Duty on the Switch. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.